Welcome back to the New Hampshire Woodshop. Well, today we are in my finishing room. We're going to put a dye stain on this shelf that I've built. I've used tiger maple, and most of the time I want to warm the tiger maple up by using a dye stain. Now, maple is a very white wood, and it's very pretty in its natural state, and it's very appropriate in lots of applications. However, for the furniture I build, most of the time I give it a nice amber glow color to it. And these shelves, I've got 6 of them, I believe, just like this, and we're going to do this on all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you into close so you can actually see the figure pop as I put the stain on, and I'll talk about the steps and things that I'm doing as I'm doing it. All right, so stay tuned, and I think it will be very interesting. So, all right, see you in a minute. Okay, here we are. Got my shelf up on these supports, and all I'm interested in doing is flooding the surface with the color. This is aniline dye, water-based aniline dye. Very easy to work with. This is as hard as it is. I'm on a small project like this. Wiping the color on with a stain or with a rag is, perfectly acceptable and fine. Simple. It's easy to get the color even all the way across the whole project. But on larger pieces, the best way I've found to apply the stain or for the dye is to spray it on with the HVLP system. I find that you get from piece to piece to piece, the color is more even and assured than trying to wipe it on. But if you don't have one, if you don't have an HVLP system and you have a rag, well then you can do just fine that way. It's not a problem with dye. It's just it's kind of scary in that when it's dry, it looks dead. You can see that it's really bright and shiny right now because it's wet. But when it's dry, it's dead looking, and it's really easy to be afraid that you've ruined your project. The first time I used dye, I didn't know that, and I thought it ruined the project. But I went with a top coat anyway, and I went, oh, look at that, it looks great again. So the top coat of finish, whether it's oil, varnish, or a lacquer, or a shellac, or something like that, a top coat will bring the color and the shininess right back. So there you go. You can see the dye gets into the figure and really pops it out real well. And it's beautiful. It does have a tendency to raise the grain, and what I do there is I put 2 coats of my top finish on, and then I sand it with 400 grit sandpaper. The top coat freezes the fibers into place, and then I just sand it, lightly sand it, and then it becomes a very smooth finish, and it looks good. So I believe that's it here. Another thing, I think I did, yeah, there's a little glue shows up under this stuff real well. I got a little glue right here. You can sand it. You can take a scraper and try and scrape it out. This one may actually require a chisel. But basically, you just want to get that glue spot off of there. And then all you have to do is reapply your dye. Yeah, that looks good. There you go, it's all gone. But any glue that you have showing, it will become glaring when you put the dye on, so be aware of that. Also, be aware of fingerprints as you pick this up to go put it on the drying rack. You don't want to grab it like this because you'll leave a fingerprint there. So just be aware of that. And I think that's it. I got my color all on. We'll let it dry for about an hour and then we can put on our top coat. All right, I guess that's it. If you like this video, please do me a favor and hit that like button. If you like the channel, you like these tips and projects that come along, hit the subscribe button. That would be awesome. And we'll keep this train rolling. And I will see you next time on the New Hampshire Woodshop. Till then, bye now.